Assembly required, but listeners' discretion is advised. Sit back, enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe or follow. Now, let's not keep you waiting. It's time to welcome your hosts of TNT Podcast, Tara and Tina.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome to TNT Podcast. This is a podcast that Tina and I wanted to start up. Just to let you know, please follow us and subscribe if you can. We're on Instagram at TNT Podcast Show and Twitter at T_N_T Podcast. So I'd like to welcome you. Welcome my beautiful friend, Tina Bogus. She's out of West Virginia, and I'm in Ontario, Canada. And we met through the drag racing world. What's interesting is we've never actually physically met.
No, we have not. Not yet.
But I love you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I met you, and hopefully soon we can get together. The world's a little crazy right now.
Right.
So what we thought we'd do is just welcome everybody. Thanks for watching. Why we wanted to do this, we just wanted to really have some fun. And winter's coming, a lot of people are stuck inside. And, we just wanted to do maybe 2 shows a month and see how it goes. And just have some fun with it, bring some awareness to everybody, some people that don't know anything about drag racing. I'd love to get more women involved with the drag racing. So hopefully we can get some more women following along. And we've got some awesome shows coming up in the future. In the new year, we've got couples in drag racing. We've got women in drag racing. We've got a sexologist coming on in the new year. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
We might all learn something, huh?
Yes, apparently a sexologist and a sex therapist. And is there a difference? I don't know. So we're going to find out. We just want to talk about some real life stuff, be real, and just have some fun with it.
Right.
So I guess what we'll do is, if you wanted to, Tina, maybe introduce yourself a little bit and what you do. And I've actually got one of your earlier Hellcats, the charger that I could maybe bring up. And if you want to just talk about that.
I'm Tina Bogus, and I'm a mom of 4, and we've all enjoyed drag racing since well before I had children, and all of my children have been to the drag strip and different shows like the Mopar Nationals since they've been babies, like since a few months old, actually. Used to have older Mopars, 70 model Roadrunners, stuff like that. Now I just have Hellcats. Obviously, the cool stuff is what I call the older Mopars, 70 model Roadrunner, Cudas. Cuda's my dream car, but let's face it, I can't drive that every day, and I could jump in a Hellcat and drive it every day. I've had a few Hellcats, which has been fun. My latest is the Durango, and we're having a lot of fun racing as a family. So that's about all. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was an Atco. So it'd been a few years since I've been racing, and that was last year, I think, in an Atco. It was a lot of fun. The kids enjoyed it a lot.
I was wondering, what year was that Hellcat?
That was 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 2018. I had my first Hellcat was a 2016, and you know how it goes. Just every couple of years, you want something a little different. So then I got that one. And then I got the Durango, right? Yeah. I got rid of that one. No. I had the 392 when I had that one.
Oh, okay.
Because the 392 is just my daily driver.
Yeah.
And then I got a Hellcat Durango. I ordered that as soon as they were available to order, and actually didn't think it was ever coming. So, and it finally did.
That's great. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's when I got rid of that Hellcat, and now I have the Durango. So
now we have another really beautiful car that you've had. How's
The
this?
red eye. Yeah. Zoe's still a little upset with me over that one. She said that was the prettiest car we've had.
Absolutely, it is.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful, but I ended up getting the red eye on just a fluke. One day I was just in the mood to buy a car, obviously, and I bought the red eye and came home with it. And again, that was during the period that I didn't think the Durango was ever coming in. So because orders were being canceled, et cetera, et cetera. So I bought a red eye, and then the Durango came a couple months later. So
what's the big hype of the red eye? Like what's the difference between the red eye above the Hellcat? Just for the folks that don't know.
Right. Well, the Hellcat has 707 horsepower. Actually, the Durango is 710, but the cars are 707. The red eye is 797 from factory. The wide body, of course, the beautiful hell-raising color. And it has the same blower as the Demons and stuff on it.
Right.
The red eye does.
Right.
Yeah. That's the biggest difference. It was just, but inside, no difference. Then I didn't see any difference between my Hellcat Chargers and the red eye Charger.
For the interior. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The Durangos have 100 or 810. Is that
710?
710.
And it's just a few more than 707.
Right.
And yeah, from factory. But that's other than that, it's everything the same. So
I want to. This is a cool shot for. I love this picture. It's such an awesome license plate.
Yes, we got that license plate. Was happy about it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we were trying to get Hell Raising with HELL, and the state of West Virginia would not let me have HELL, which was ridiculous. I actually called them up, and I'm like, look at the name of the car. I said, that's on the title.
Right.
It's HELL. Look at the color. It's HELL. So I'm just trying to put what's on the car on my license plate, but they still wouldn't give it to me. So whatever.
Yeah, they're very strict here as well. When it comes to license plates, mine's Fast Cat, PHAST. But anything, too risque or whatever it is, they just won't. I did want to show one clip here, and then you can tell us. Awesome. I've seen these so many times, Tina, but I love them. Like, I just love watching this stuff.
I love that clip. Actually, that video was taken by Joe Tan, and he sent it to me. That was at Bowling Green at the Holly Mo Party, which I won the class that weekend.
Oh,
right there's my little award
Yeah.
behind me. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
I won the 10-0 class. I love that video because you can hear the leg maker intake.
Yeah, I love
the line of it. I love it a lot. And of course, the Durango was built by American Muscle. They did a wonderful job. And
amazing
American Muscle Performance, and it just runs amazing. I'm so happy with it. I've had so much fun.
Right?
Out of Florida. Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you are going to have a little bit more done. We're going to do a whole show on this Durango. This Durango is incredible. It was first in the nines.
First in the nines.
And I just want to say, like, in the whole freaking wide world and stuff like that, if you're in this drag racing world, it's incredible. And it's just amazing what they've done with the Durango. And
I told Scott, I said, he said, what do you want? What's your goal? And I said, I want to be in the nines. And he said, nines with the Durango that weighs 5,700 pounds. I'm like, you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
And his shop did it. American Muscle did a great job. We were the first in the nines.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Of course, I was running the 10-0 class, and so we can't always run the nines. One worry about that was before yesterday. I heard that the rules changed yesterday.
Yes, they
You
did.
couldn't be in the 9s without a roll cage, and obviously, I'm not putting a roll cage in my daily driver Durango.
Yeah.
See, that's the awesome thing about it as well, is that still daily drive and take my kids to school in it and grocery shop. It's still the mom car, a true mom car, and I wasn't going to put a roll cage in it, but the rules changed, so you might have to try to go faster. There's no real plans yet.
Yeah,
no.
It's always
I'm happy where it's at. Yeah,
to go faster, right?
But the thing about going faster and faster and faster is you lose the street ability, and that's always going to be my mom car. If I ever want to seriously race and go faster and faster, I will jump in.
Just want a dedicated car.
Right. It will be a dedicated car. Or if I want to go faster, I'll tell Scott I want to get in his Charger and I'll run it.
Yes, because
he runs the 8s. Yeah.
He runs 8s. That's right. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I was so thrilled to get in the 10s, right? So I can't imagine.
Same. When I was at ACO and got in the 10s on the in the Charger, the clip that you showed, I was racing and I got in the 10s and I was so happy. And he's like, but we're not running the 10 class. And I'm like,
I know, but it doesn't matter.
You have to slow down. I just
got in the 10s.
Yeah.
I know, right? You can't.
They tell you to slow down. No.
Because the thing with bracket racing, right, for people that don't know, is you have to stay below that time.
Right.
Right? Like you can't go faster.
That's correct.
Because you're out.
Then you break out. That's called breaking out. Yes. Right. So in bracket racing, you try to get as close to your number as possible, if not dead on. That's right. And if you go faster, you lose. So I was running a bracket racing class and
And in your head as a drag racer, to go faster is just all you're thinking about. So it's hard to, I know of people that have had to let off a little bit at the end because it's going to bump them out.
I did that. I had to do that at one of, I think it was the Virginia race, and Scott was there and Brent Hughes, who's my tuner, was there. Right. And they were both explaining to me, look in the mirror. If they're behind you, it's okay to, if you can see them in your mirror, Tina, it's okay to let off, be calm, let off. It's fine. And I did. And they were right. And I won that.
Awesome. Right. There's so much more opportunity down in the States, where here in Canada, it's, I think we've got maybe 3 half decent tracks in all of Ontario. And they've kind of been around forever and ever. And we really want to hang on to them as long as possible, because you can't build them anymore here. There's too many rules and regulations in townships and stuff. And the cost. Yeah.
Noise, cost. And the noise disruption from, people around it, the cost, probably EPA because of the gas and the oil and et cetera, et cetera.
Right. So, so the ones we have, we want to hang on to as bad as possible. But for many of us, it's 2-hour drive one way to get to any of them, really. So there's so much more opportunity in the States to go drag racing and be part of it all, and without driving all over the place, right?
Right.
Like where Cheryl is in Indiana, I mean, there's quite a few down there, and the ones in Detroit there, I guess, is it Lapeer where we went? I don't know if you went to that.
Lapeer. I did. I was not there when you were there. I was at Lapeer this past August, I think. Yeah, it's very hot.
Right. Yeah.
Very hot.
Is that the track too, where it's like super narrow, like the walls are like, it's like
I can't remember. But it was fun. It was just so hot at that track at that event because it's August.
Right, exactly. And that's with the Modern Street Hemi Shootout crew. And we are going to actually do a whole show on that group. An amazing bunch of people. Dan Van Horn runs the group, and you kind of go, I don't know, is there 7 races throughout the season, and you go throughout the states,
I think so.
Different places. And it's all done with points. And then, at the end, whoever has the most points,
right,
I guess, also wins, but awesome bunch of guys. Like I can remember too, when I first got that RT, I had so many questions for Dan, like the poor guy, and didn't sorry. I flooded him with so many questions.
Right.
Because I hadn't been in bracket before, and I had the RT, so I had to go in the beginners class.
Right.
Which was really kind of cute. But it was really good experience for me.
Right.
I was just learning.
He does. He has that rookie class, and I think
rookie class.
Great.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
he has
the
that rookie class. Yeah. I forget exactly how many races, but yeah, Modern Street Hemi Shootout. They're great. Another couple of races I went to were the streetcar takeovers, and I had a lot of fun at those as well. Those were fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
You'll have to look those up. They were a lot of fun. But
is that Dan like the street was?
I think maybe those are different people. I'm not really sure, but yeah, Modern Street Hemi is.
Yeah, they're a great,
our crew,
great
and
group.
they're a great group. And Dan is very good at answering everybody's questions. So
yeah, I want to do a whole show on them so that we can kind of tell everybody what they do. And there's a lot of work involved, and it's a really good,
absolutely.
Good club.
If I remember correctly, the first race is in Orlando, like the last weekend of March, maybe 26th, 27th. I don't know the exact date. We'll have to pull those up so that we can tell everybody the schedule. But pretty sure the first race will be in Orlando, Florida, and it's the end of March. So looking forward to that.
Well, me, anyways, the travel is.
Yes.
I don't have a trailer. And even to get down to Detroit for the last one I went to, I had to rent a U-Haul flatbed. Mm-hmm. And I do have a picture. I'll show it after.
Yeah.
Barely fit on this trailer. And then to drive it all the way to Michigan, it was kind of sketchy. And I wouldn't do it again. I'd get something. Like I'd prefer an enclosed. Like that's kind of ideal, right? But I mean, it's a big expense for anybody that isn't into it. When you get the trailer and you get the car and you travel with it and hotels and
enclosed is an expense, which I just actually recently did because I got a deal to actually buy. Scott upgraded his and I bought his old one, but the open trailer is great. And the only reason that I went to enclosed is staying at hotels at night, and my kids wanted their pit bikes and the 4-wheelers and stuff like that. I was just more nervous about leaving things out in the open that people could take at night. So now I just feel more comfortable. Like I can load all of their crap. Like when we went to, where did we go last? Maryland, the kids and I, and we travel by ourselves, as you know. So it's just me and the twins. And unless my pit crew, unless the older kids can come, and it's just safer. I lock all their stuff up, take their 4-wheeler, had his pit bike, have all of our chairs and our tent if it's hot, and just all that stuff's all locked up.
Right.
And all has a spot, and we just jump in the truck and pull a trailer. So, but the thing about enclosed trailers, then a lot of people notice they have to upgrade trucks. You can't so
they pull the trailer.
Right. It becomes more of an expense than people think at first. So, but I've been a diesel girl for many, 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 many years, before Cassie was born. So like 25 years ago, I had my first diesel. So I've always.
You're really a truck girl.
Right? I am.
Really,
truck girl at heart.
All this Hellcat talk, but to be honest,
I'm a truck girl at heart.
Love is really for the trucks.
Yes, yes. And my second would be the Durangos. Actually, I mean, like I said earlier, I love the older cars. Would love to have an older car.
Yeah,
but maintaining them, storing them. I was always nervous, didn't want to drive it back and forth to work every day because of other people, and if they hit me, they're harder to find replacement parts, of course.
Yeah, that's true too. Right?
So
I know one thing Kris said, I wonder why Tina didn't buy a TRX. Likes the trucks, and then the TRX, as some of us know, comes with the Hellcat engine.
Because if you know me, again, 25 years as a diesel, and I've told many people this, and they didn't believe me until they get in a diesel. Once you've had a diesel, it's hard to go back to any gas truck whatsoever.
Is that right?
Yeah, especially if you're going to pull things. I'm a diesel girl. Cummins all the way. Yeah, I mean,
I've never had a diesel anything.
Well, you just hook and it just goes.
Oh, is that?
It's just,
Well,
yeah.
I might actually like the diesel idea.
No, it just goes. You get these enclosed trailers behind you, and you don't even know they're there.
Yeah, it just goes like a dream. I bet.
I actually used to truck pull. Don't know if I told you that. So
no,
that's what
I love that stuff. I'm coming to West Virginia for this. When you guys have your fair.
Oh yeah.
That's
right.
I would love that stuff.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. When I was with the kids' dad, of course, we had diesels. Like I said, I think my first diesel was actually, it might have been when Cassie was a baby when I got my first diesel. No, it was definitely before she was born. And then I got into truck pulling with the diesels. So yeah, I've just been a diesel truck girl. So I just can't go.
I'll have to get. Do you have any footage of?
I'll have to look. That was many, many years ago. So I don't know. Awesome. That was before iPhones, where you can video everything.
Yeah. Maybe
we probably had flip phones back then. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't think that I
know our little local fair. They do have truck pulls.
Yes,
yeah, I love that stuff. That's awesome.
I love it. So
speaking of digging. I do have a really awesome clip of the Durango hooking.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, we had a rental, just a 5.7 all-wheel drive. They dig.
Oh yeah.
Like they just dig in, and you can just see it. Like it's really cool. I'll see if I can share it here.
And let's just go ahead and do a shout out to my children who I warned, and they're being so good. They are actually in the house right now, and we haven't heard them yet. But we're not over. We're not finished yet.
No.
Go ahead.
I did want to say to people out there, this is completely new for us, complete amateurs here as far as technical, running this. Yes. So anyways, please bear with us. But this is really awesome, and this is worth the wait. And this is Tina doing, I think, dry hop. Getting ready.
You can't do burnouts in the all-wheel drive, so you're just trying to clean off your tires as much as you can, but doing dry hops.
Right.
So
okay.
That's actually the clip that I spun a lot in, Tara.
That, yes, actually, I was just going to say that. I know you
my 60 foot was 147. Yeah, my 60 foot was 147 in that clip, and so that wasn't my best 60 foot. But anyways,
so
it was
spinning
it is
too
what it is.
Might have caused a little bit of
absolutely. I was spinning just a little bit. Yeah, it happens. It's racing.
It's racing, right?
It's racing.
That's what happens.
Race. You have to know that you might break things. So
yeah, well, that's right. That just goes with it. So I just wanted to bring up. We were talking about the truck, and this is a real beauty. So this is the rant. This is diesel truck. And the thing about this model is this is called a Widowmaker. And you can't get this model here in Canada.
Oh, okay.
You guys get all the cool shit, I swear, because right down to warranties, to food, to vehicles. Yeah, it's a really cool truck.
Yeah, that's my latest. I as we discussed, I have issues when it comes to cars and trucks, and
that's okay.
In 1 week, I listed the red eye, just listed it, just to see what would happen. It sold, and then I was like,
crazy.
And then I was like, I'm gonna list the truck. It sold, and I need a truck to pull the Durango to the racetrack.
That's
So
right.
I started looking, and I didn't even know about the Black Widow packages actually. And one of them came up, and I started researching. But the thing is, so many dealers are marking those up so much. It was just like ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm not giving that for a truck. And I just so happened to find one in Maryland that was much, 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 much cheaper, like $25,000 cheaper than other people were asking. Yeah, that's how,
like, what's up with that?
That's how much they were marking them up.
That's crazy.
So I was like, yeah. So I drove to Maryland and bought a truck.
Yeah.
And I love it. I
want to show the people. Actually, I've got a picture of the symbol, because the name of it.
Black Widow.
Yes. Let me see. Even on the rims here, I've got.
Yeah. See, that was the thing too. It just had everything that I would want to. Obviously, when you buy a truck, then you change the wheels and tires, and then, it's a little higher than I wanted it. That I would have done.
It's cool though. It's nice.
It's fine.
This is the little symbol on the tire.
I loved the wheels that were on it. So
yeah, they're so cool.
I haven't had the need to want to upgrade this one, except for performance stuff, of course, which I was ordering things before I even picked up the truck.
So speaking of that, though, what can you add to the truck?
You can tune the diesels as well. So I had a tune coming. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cold air intake you can change.
Oh,
of course. I mean, if that's an upgrade, but everybody calls it, an upgrade. Change the exhaust. I took I changed the exhaust on it, and that's about it.
Yeah. It's all about sound too, for a lot of people. Like for me, it's all about going fast and having power, but I always liked hearing that sound, that rumble.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
At the track. And I like the drag pack, just idling that thing sounds like it's gagging and spitting and gonna die, right? But no, I could just sit and listen to that all day. Yeah.
I could too. So let's see your Hellcat.
I know.
You're showing all of this information.
I know. I love all your stuff.
Where's Tara?
And there's more video of the Durango, but we're actually going to save some of that for the show we're going to do on the Durango, because Tina was first in the nines. And so we'll hold off on some of that. But just to tell you maybe a little bit about me, I'm in Ontario, Canada, and really always loved fast cars growing up. Just I had an 86 Mustang, don't tell anybody, 20 years ago. And I mean, I thought that thing was fast. But as it turns out, that's kind of what's in the journey now. It's not that fast after all. But I ended up, going through a rough time back in 2016 and needed a new vehicle, and bought an RT, a Challenger RT. And this is the car that kind of started it all. I love this car. It was beautiful colors too. It was jazz blue pearl. Yeah, so it was my little setup. Just a little. Yeah. It's funny now that I have this Hellcat, because when I look back at videos in this car, my God, it's so slow. Like it's so funny to watch that. But I had a ball with it, and at least it got me started. I didn't even know until I was early 40s that you could take your vehicle and go to the track.
Was that a 6-speed, Tara?
Yes.
Yes.
So mine was, and I really miss it. I miss the manual. You can't even order a Hellcat here in Canada that's manual now. They've stopped making them.
Right.
But I do really miss it. And it was really tough to learn drag racing from scratch in a manual.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many times I stalled it. And learning to do a burnout was really tough, because I didn't have the power with the V8 to get the tires going. So it was just, and then after going to the track a few times, Christian that owns CJR Performance in Pickering here mentioned, put it in second gear.
Oh, yeah.
Get it out of first gear, get it in second gear. And I'm, really? Oh, okay. Because I hadn't heard of that before. So started putting it in second gear, and then I had the power to kind of keep that burnout going. And I know that the first day I actually got that burnout down pat, I was I was over the moon for something so silly that might be silly to some people, but I actually made a little video of it. So maybe I'll show it because it's kind of cute.
Oh, absolutely.
Tara. Let's do the next burnout.
Oh man,
I miss those days.
it's so funny.
Yeah.
It took me a whole season, I think, just to get a burnout down pat. And even, you know, when you go through the water box and you just kind of rinse them off, you do that little
Right.
I call it. I was forever learning that. Like I couldn't do it. I don't know what was wrong, but yeah, I am happy though that I learned on manual because I think it taught me a lot. But I definitely miss it.
There's nothing like trying to change gears and spin, you know.
And my best time was a 13.1. And when I hit 13.1, I was over the freaking moon. And I felt it. I don't know if you've experienced that, if you get a really good time, but I felt it in my soul. Like I thought it shifted perfect. Everything was just right. And I thought, I think this is going to be a really good number. And then I was just like so thrilled. And then sell that, get the Hellcat, and I'm in the 10s, my first pass, right? Like, it was just unbelievable. Let me just see here.
But no, you know, that feeling that you get for the first time. I go back to the first time, and I had an 86 Mustang as well. I think we talked about this. Yeah. Oh, we talked about this. So yeah, we have to wipe this out of the show. No.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody, but we have
don't tell anybody. My father is actually a Ford person, but he's passed away. So I'm the black sheep and my brother is Ford. But yes, I had an 86 Mustang and I remember driving that thing for the first time and thinking it was so fast. I'll never forget. It was the feeling like the first time I ran nines in the Durango. Yeah. You know?
They were fabulous.
Yeah.
And they were nice and light.
Oh yeah.
You know, low maintenance.
5-speed, so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. I had great big tires on it. I think I had 255s on the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast. I just but then I got away from it for so long and then I've gotten back into it again. And I've always loved Dodge, so I usually just stick to Dodge. But so I've got a video clip. It's not the greatest, it's really narrow. But me and actually Greg Davies, a mutual friend of ours, awesome fella. He actually took this clip, and it was my first day out at the track. I think it was Cayuga. That was really fast. Just seen me fly by that Cherokee or whatever.
Right.
Did you go to Woodward the last time, like a couple of years ago?
Not when you were there.
No,
not when you were there. You know, of course, I went last year. I didn't really go out at night, and well, because we went to the track. We had a track rental, so we were at the track racing.
Right.
I was on Woodward for a little bit during the day because Mono Street Hemi had a lot, and we went there and hung out with everybody.
Right. Yeah, it's the after stuff too, like hanging out and partying with everybody, and just it's just great.
We didn't get to do that because we were we had a track rental, so we were at the track racing. But before that, I think maybe it was 2013. I think that I went to Woodward last. No, it wasn't that long ago. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Wow.
we missed it the last 2 years because of COVID. We haven't been able to get over there.
Right.
And I miss it. Like, I'm 20 years old again that weekend. Like, I just absolutely love it.
Yes.
Oh, here it is here. So yes, this was my very first pass, my first day in the Hellcat. And I went up. Oh, sorry. That's the RC.
He had a good reaction time.
Whoops. So that's the wrong video.
76.
It's still get back.
Okay, so I did go up against a demon, but yeah, I wasn't in the Hellcat.
Tara, Gray in the left, Tara in the right lane. Tara, our left, but in the right lane.
I'm not sure why it's swinging.
Tara wins 11-2.
25 miles per hour.
Listen to Greg.
So that was funny. That was at an event in Grand Bend that I think it was called, the Hellcat shootout that we had. Littons, I think. They put it on. That's got the pulley, the Hellraiser pulley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they put it on and it was great. And I actually made it to the semifinals. But I had to go up against Christian, whose car there is 1,000 horsepower.
Oh,
And when we drew each other's names, I thought, yeah, okay, well, that's not fair. Like, I'm gonna fucking beat this guy. Like, what the hell?
Right.
But Malcolm, a good friend of mine that runs the Durham drag group, and actually I'm gonna have a show with those guys on too. I love those guys. He said, you know what, Tara, you're probably gonna get from A to B. You don't have a lot of work done to your car or anything like that. Anything can happen when you're racing. Anything. Have faith, And I thought, oh yeah, here we go. Well, doesn't Christian have trouble? You can hear it in the video there.
Oh.
Lost power there for a few seconds. So I was able to gain on him and get by him. And by the time he said he got his car straightened out again, it was too late. I was too far gone. But I remember looking in my rearview mirror going, holy fuck, this is really happening. Oh my God. Like, I was just so thrilled. And I won $350. Like, I was just over the moon. Yeah, I was.
That is so awesome.
Little things, right? But it was just, I'll remember it forever. And the video that, Greg took, I'll remember forever. It's just awesome. Like, I just love it. And actually, the first show that we're planning, or our next show, is going to be scheduled for January 6th.
January 6th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Thursday. We want to stick to Thursday nights around 9:00 and just do 2 a month. We don't want to do it over a weekend. Everybody's busy doing their own thing. But January 6th, we're going to actually have Gary Rudy on, which is part of the Modern Street Hemi group down there in the States. And he's really knowledgeable. And we're just going to do drag racing 101 for, many people that have no idea or haven't experienced it or anything like that. I thought we'll have Gary on to kind of go over the basics. And we're going to actually do every show. We're going to try to go over as well an event schedule, just to give, let people in the loop know what's going on. Any races, any events, anything coming up, we can just go over the schedule quickly and just let people know what's going on. There won't be many here in Canada. They're all going to be over there.
Let's hope with COVID that everything calms down so we can have more events and the one across the border.
Well, I know I really miss getting over there, and we could fly out, but I mean, it's not the same. You want to bring the car, you want to take your car and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not the same. So hopefully I can get over there and enter some races and come and watch you and join in with you. And
I plan on trying to make all of the, I shouldn't say all of the Modern Street Hemis, but as many as we can.
Yeah.
As many as we can. Kid stuff comes along too. And
and it's hard. I mean, it's weekends, people are busy and the travel.
I usually have to take the kids out of school for a day or for at least a day, and I have to take off work. So, You can't always make all of them.
Yeah.
Zoe just recently joined archery, and
Oh, that's awesome.
yes,
I would love to do
and
that.
yeah, she recently joined archery, and we went to a meeting Thursday night and got the schedule, and it's like every weekend through May.
Okay.
So, but as you know, they're with their father some weekends, so
Right.
maybe, but I doubt that I'll miss any of her things to go to a race. So
Right. Yeah,
I'm not that person. I want to be with my kids. It's
I
more
know.
important than racing.
You do so much with your kids. Yeah, it's awesome.
More important than racing. So, of course, they love racing, so that's good.
Do you think that they'll want to get into it when they get older?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good for kids. Keeps them out of trouble. Get them into a race car and they won't be able to afford anything else.
That's what
no
everybody
drugs,
says.
No alcohol, no nothing.
That's what everybody says. Right.
They won't be able to afford it.
Yeah.
At all.
That's
so
right.
I'm just trying to think.
So you were mentioning we're going to do the event schedule. We're going to have some great shows, have other people on, like you said, couples in racing. We have some people coming on for that.
Yes, there's quite a few there. And if anybody has any ideas or anything you want to talk about or any suggestions, anything like that, like we're open to anything. Also feedback, be gentle, but good or bad feedback. This being our first show, and you can practice all you want, but until you get on here and you start maneuvering everything,
right,
it's not that easy. But we'll get better, promise.
And let me give a shout out to Tara, because Tara is doing all the work, and I'm just sitting here. So you've done amazing. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing great. And like I said, we're just real people, so we're going to screw up and we're going to talk.
Absolutely.
And you're going to hear my kids run around or see me moving around, looking and seeing what they're doing, like hanging gorillas over there, so that they can make me laugh or whatever.
They are funny. I have to say, Tina's kids are so hilarious. They're wonderful. That they come out with, and oh man, like this.
They are wonderful. Like so I've always said that I could have a reality show on just them, and I wish I could from the time that they were little, because none of those stories are made up. They're not even exaggerated. These are just my children. They're just my children, and they're crazy. And I loved it. So what else are we going to do, Tara?
Let's see. Well, so we got the 6th. Our next show is going to be January 6th, Thursday.
Right.
Also, across the bottom, we've been showing on the ticker there our Instagram and Twitter address. Now, we don't have a Facebook page created for this podcast, so I think we're just going to run it through my personal page for now. It's a lot. You've got a page on this social platform, one over here, one over there, so it can be quite a bit. So I think for now we'll just do that. And
and we'll mention that all of our other shows are going to be live.
Yes,
we're recording this one as our first one. But I think live will be more fun. So you guys come on and send us stuff to distract us and make us laugh. And
we really want to engage with people.
Right, we do. It'll be more fun than just listening to us.
That's right. We want to go live, so you can type in comments, ask us whatever, keep it clean or as clean as you can. And you would like to keep the hate mail to a minimum too. So go easy on us for a little while. But
we can handle hate mail.
Yeah, for sure.
We can handle anything.
Yeah. We wanted to give a shout out also to our good friend Simon, that's in Michigan, who is battling an illness right now, and an incredible guy. I was really actually super lucky to have him come over to Canada with our Durham group, and he came to St. Thomas and ran with us over a weekend, and it was a lot of fun. Incredible guy. So we wish you well, Simon. Fast Hemi is actually his handle. So
and hopefully he'll be on a future show. So,
I told him you got to get better so that we can have you on the show here. So just wanted to give a shout out to him. We're thinking of you, buddy, and get better soon. And I don't know. I guess maybe that's holy shit. Is that it? Like I don't know.
That we got through our first one, Tara.
Yeah, I think we did. Now let's hope that like last night when I was practicing, I recorded some and there was no sound. So Yeah, let's
Well, we have
with
sound
Matthew
right
this year,
now.
but talk about good practice.
Right?
I mean, if we have to do it again, we will. Not a
I
big
don't
deal.
think that we can recreate any of this. It'll be definitely a totally different show if we
Yeah.
have to do it all over again.
I
But
think you're right. I think we did
Yeah.
really well, and
We
just
did.
really happy and excited and I'm super excited too because I get to have other people on that are in this
Yeah.
drag racing world, and it's hard to explain, but I just find it so incredible that many of them I haven't met in person, including you,
Right.
but I love them wholeheartedly. Every
Right.
single one of them. I just love everything, about them. And so we're going to have some of those people on, and it's going to be really great.
It is.
Yeah. So, well,
And it'll be really exciting when we can do a show together and together as in the same place one day.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we will do that.
Yeah, we're hoping to get to next season to a couple of really big car shows that go on in the States, and we'll definitely get some footage and do that. Yeah, we can be together and have all that. But thank you, Tina.
Thanks, Tara, for all of this hard work. Yeah, but you have been.
Yeah,
you start posting up this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's worked so hard on this.
Doesn't matter how many times I practice too.
It's like professional.
Yeah, try it.
You've done a great job.
Thank you. And awesome. Thank you to anybody that's watching. Subscribe and follow us if you can to support us. If you don't like us, that's okay too. We don't care.
We hope not to bore you.
We don't give a shit.
If we do, go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's plenty of people out there.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to miss the wet t-shirt contest. So
no. Oh,
sorry. If anybody doesn't like us and don't want to watch us, then
okay.
Get ready for that. No, just kidding.
I don't know if too many of those Modern Street Hemi guys will do the wet t-shirt contest for us. Well, I'm not sure that they will, but we'll try to talk them into it. We'll spray them down.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's what all you guys want to see.
We should do that.
The other guys,
At the next event they have in the summer, I'll come down. We'll get the hose out
and wet the guys down. And have them on.
Yes.
We could do a calendar of the drag racing
Oh, we
guys.
should do the fireman calendar, right? That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Well, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll throw up our intro at the end, and we'll see you next on January 6th.
January 6th, live.
Yeah, we're gonna go live, so all in. That's what we're gonna do.
That's all in. See if we can screw it up.
Yeah, exactly. We will.
We will.
That's life, man.
We will at some point.
What happens? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Though.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, let me find it.
We still know.
Let me find it first.
No, really. Bye.
Yeah. You're like, for real this time.
No, for real this time.
Okay. Whoops.
Turn us off. You're gonna.
This is awesome.
This would be like the bloopers.
Good night.
Good night. No, really, Tara. Really, my kids want me to come and feed them, so you have to. You have to actually stop it.
It's the damn tequila I had before.
Oh boy.
No. Okay.